Oh, hello there. Just doing some light reading. It's Friday afternoon, so we're gonna do a little inventory review, everything that's come on the market since Monday. Today is May the 2nd, 2025. And it is about 3:09. So let's go over here and see what's come on the market this week. Right now on the market, there are 349 homes on the market. That's great. More inventory, more things to sell. So we're gonna do days on the market. We're gonna go back 5 days. 32. 32 homes came on the market since Monday. Descending. And let's start at the top. Um, I'll probably fast forward through this part again, but you're welcome to watch, me looking through and then throughout me looking through these 32 homes. I'm gonna pick, some of my favorites and we'll talk about them at the end. So see you at the end of the video. Also, in an effort to not infringe on anyone's copyrighted music, here is some copyright-free music for the next 20 seconds. All right, everybody. So we have gone through the 32 listings that hit the market this week, and now I have seven of them that I've selected. I tried to do, the top end of the market. There were a few in the middle there, and honestly, there's a few entry levels at the end. I think it was a good week for entry level properties. And yeah, I guess we'll just start at the top. So this first one on Oak Creek Canyon. Actually was lucky enough to see this one earlier in the week on Wednesday, and it was kind of gloomy on Wednesday. Um, the home is awesome, but the gloomy aspect, you weren't able to see the ocean view, but you can tell this home just has knockout ocean views. Um, Being in the home, it is kind of like a maze. There's a ton of different rooms, and it just kind of goes and the floor plan goes in different directions, but um, yeah, so it was like the first few minutes there, I was kind of getting my bearings on where the rooms were and stuff because it's such a big home. But if you're gonna live in a home for a while, you're gonna figure it out pretty quickly. But I mean, I love vaulted ceilings. You guys probably know this. And then I thought this was such a cool touch. There's a few different rooms where you overlook the ocean, like this one. Like this is right as you walk in the front door, but in particularly the kitchen, they have this, growing kind of around the perimeter. So then you're like looking out at the ocean, and there's this like, you know, area around the the window that I don't know. It just looks cool. I thought it was a nice, elegant touch. Um, Really cool property. There's a pool. There's a ton of bedrooms. Just looks like a super well built home. Yeah, it came on the market this week, and it's in a gated community in Montecito, which is nice. So there's like some privacy there and security, which people probably love. And it's on 6 acres. Oh my goodness. I think there's a little detached like guest unit too that was really cute. But yeah, I think it's very solid value for that price point. It's classic Santa Barbara Spanish style home. Wonder how old this one is. 1950s. Awesome. Okay, so on to the next one. On East Valley Road, I've been driving past this house for a while now, and I saw that they were working on it. It's on one of those busy streets. Um, on East Valley, right by the Upper Village. But yeah, I was driving by this house for like the last few years, and I was like, oh, they're working on something there. They've been remodeling it for a while, and I think, man, this came out. Look at that. This looks so cozy. Like I love what they did with this fireplace, and they did another accent like it in the kitchen, which was cute. But yeah, this is like I feel like this home would make my blood pressure go down. Yeah, there you go. This thing, the vent has that like white sandstone. I don't know. I love the texture. and then like the dark tones of some of the things in the property. Yeah, it's great. Um, Seems like a cozy home, great location, little detached unit there. For sale for 5.495. You know, I like it. I like it more than anything else that came on in that, $5 to $6 million range this week. Yeah. Next one, we're gonna go to Summerlin for a little duplex action. Who doesn't love some duplexes in Summerlin? Um, yeah, main area of Summerlin's over here. So this is like sort of the outskirts where Montecito and Summerlin meet each other. But this home sold a few years ago. It's got that whole short-term rental aspect to it, so people probably like that, and your walkability to stuff's nice. So it's these two units. You have this like side yard, which is really nice. Like most of the homes in Summerlin don't have much of a yard, so this one you get some. Oh, that's a better photo. But yeah, you can, you know, grow up some herb garden stuff or hang out in the yards, which is nice, and enjoy Summerlin style living. This one unit had, yeah, look at all these skylights, tons of natural light. But I think for $2 million in Summerlin, a duplex, this is competitive. I mean, even though it just sold a few years ago, I think it's cute, and somebody who's wanting to do that, maybe live in one unit, rent out the other one. Maybe they rent out the other one through Airbnb, or Verbo. Yeah, it says it's a Verbo style. Man, that's risky. I wouldn't put that in the description. What if they get in trouble for doing it? But I don't know. And the bathroom's kind of dated, but I kind of like this blue. Call me crazy. Um, yeah, good option in Summerlin. Next one. Okay, so this one, saw this one on Thursday, and it's actually there's two properties for sale. And it's on the corner of De La Vina, Figueroa. This is the main house, and then this is the triplex. But odds are they're listed the same seller, same agent, and but they're trying to sell them individually. Apparently, that's the best way for them to go about doing it. I like the triplex, which is this one, more than the main house, value wise. Um, but the main house, it's on the corner, it's bigger. Both of them need a ton of work. They're, that classic craftsman cottage. Like, the property needs a ton of work when there's only exterior photos. But this one's the triplex, unit one over here, unit two over there, and three there. They have parking, backyard area, great location downtown. I mean, you walk one block over or 2 blocks over, and you're on State Street. I mean, if you want that downtown living. But my strategy for this is, I'd probably go for the triplex. If I was ready, willing, and able to buy, I'd go for the triplex. Actually, I'm showing the triplex this weekend to somebody, and we're also going to look at the main house as well. You could probably buy them both at the same time, but I'd probably say let's get the triplex first, and I think the main house is a little less desirable, and maybe it'll sit around for a while, and um, who knows, maybe we can restart the conversation later on. But yeah, I'd say I added the single family home into my Best Buys because, like, of explaining to you how it could turn into a fourplex. But the Best Buy one is this one. There were a few other craftsman style cottages that came on this week, and I think this one was my favorite. I like the price. I think it'll go for more than asking, to be honest. Next property. This one, it's an association fee. Association fee is over $1,000. I know that's tough, but you get some insurance, water, trash, common area maintenance taken care of with that association fee. So something to think about. But I think it's single level. if you're tired of walking up a bunch of stairs, and look at all this natural light that comes through. You could replace the carpet, put some paint on the walls, redo the bathroom and kitchen, and you got a pretty sweet property. Yes, this is what it could be. Um, it's a good location too. It's Upper State Street. You could ride your bike to a whole lot. I think it'll be a good fit for somebody who's potentially older and doesn't have it in them to walk up a bunch of stairs, and it wants to live in an association. Kind of feels like a home, regular single family home because it's on the end unit. Um, so yeah, I thought this one was good. I think this is a solid price for that. Um, you know, Villa Meridero North community. And then Best Buy, lowest price Best Buy is a one bedroom, one bath in Goleta. Yeah, so you're just above Hollister. I helped sell one of these maybe 2 years ago. It was a two bedroom in this development. I think this development is slept on. Um, you know, been to a couple of homes here. They're all pretty cute, high ceilings. Um, yeah, you got the pool. There's like common area. I believe the HOA. Yeah, it's 620. Not too bad. Not too bad. And comes with these amenities: pool, hot tub, sauna, gym, guest parking. You can rent them out, and you could rent it out probably pretty easy to UCSB or, you know, either students or teachers. Yeah, I think it's in good condition. I like the kitchen. And that's been my review for the week. Thank you guys for showing up again. And, if you have any more questions about any of these homes I mentioned or any other homes in Santa Barbara, happy to get you guys more information on it, or, start taking those steps for you to find your dream home in Santa Barbara. So feel free to reach out, and hopefully I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.